No, you got it. I was looking. Okay. So we're on 6.
Yeah.
Try to release it. Instead of just jamming it, because that'll confuse you. Just release it. Perfect. Like this.
Trying to get back to the bottom?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Do you have like a duplicate over there? Because I have 2.5s.
Oh, okay.
Let me not close this, you know. So now I am on the cast mode of my This is what I used to do with my undergrad in Nebraska. I held it up like that. What? Oh my gosh. Can I have anything? I don't think I can get anything. Yeah, there's liquid in there. Sorry, hold on. My legs just got so cold. Oh, he wants the thing now. He's taking with it. I don't know if I'm getting you. Oh, okay. That's why I kept checking my eye earlier, because I was like,
We're not even at 2,000 yet. So you're not even at 2,000 yet.
oh, okay.
So, for the rest of the...
No.
I think the rest you don't have any more food coming from Publix? Oh.
She has not yet.
Okay. I was thinking you could have more charges.
No, I didn't. Get it right.
I'll leave those 2 receipts so I can...
Yeah, let me ask her.
You can wait.
My name is Marisha Towner, and I'm just going to give you a brief cap of what I learned about the CRISPR-Cas9. I'm leaving here with a better understanding about the restriction enzyme of actually how it works with the CRISPR-Cas, and I'm leaving here with also a better understanding of how the target gene works and the wins of the why that we're using the CRISPR-Cas9, which is so cool. And the whole purposes of the gene editing, which I had a lot of questions about before then, but I understand a lot better now. And what I liked the best, it was learning how to transcript and transcribe from the bottom code with the left line, the front line, top line. I'm nervous. I'm just nervous. But yeah, I did learn a lot. That was pretty cool. And we decoded the whole thing, which was actually even better. So thank you very much. The mystery is in the genes.
Yeah.
No lies. That's a little too good.
Okay, my name is Whitley Bowden, and throughout this week, I had no clue what CRISPR is, so I'm leaving with a better understanding of the whole process, the hows and the whys. There are still some questions, of course, like, you know, more specific questions, like start, stops, things like that, but I really got the understanding of how, you know, it goes into DNA cuts and then the genetic engineering aspect of it as well, and the evolution, you know, the path that CRISPR might take in the future. So I thought that was a very interesting aspect of this presentation.
Is there any specific technical things that you thought you learned or gained experience? You say that as well.
How to make a gel.
Yeah, so I'm Zarian, Bill Saint. I learned a lot about CRISPR. Really didn't know much about it, but gene editing, but it does help with a lot of different things. And learning about the different buffers. I didn't really know too many different ones that we use. So then the gel was nice. I like doing the gel. I understand like the different components that go within it. And then the central dogma. Well, the way you broke it down helped me understand it a lot more, especially from going from RNA to protein. I didn't really know that part. Now I know it a lot more.
Oh.
Maya, you can go.
Hi, my name is Maya Puri, and like a lot of us prior to this, I did not remember a lot about CRISPR, but I think the most interesting thing for me is I remember hearing about that you can switch genes out in babies for desirable traits from the parents. And like when I first heard about it, I didn't really think about the ethical implications of that or anything like that, or even how it worked. So I think getting a deeper understanding of the exact methodology that goes with going about something, not only just with babies or anything like that, but when you have diseases or any sort of things you need to take out of the body and replace with something else, I think being able to learn how that process works was very interesting for me. And also, I liked how interactive this was between the lives and the game and the application of all that. And plus, Mr. Anil is an incredible teacher, very, very good, so I appreciate your guidance.
I can't remember all this.
Yeah, Fifi.
Thank y'all. Okay, so I'm Tiana Harris. I learned even before I did like a little bit of research on it about the steps, but really that didn't really help because we went over the steps, but you went more in depth about it, the different parts. So I really enjoyed seeing like especially like the central dogma, seeing the way you broke that down and how it affects CRISPR-Cas9. I also learned that it's not just about the Cas9 protein, but the Cas1 and the Cas2 as well. I loved learning about the scientists and how they all pieced it together. What else? I love seeing the discovery of it as well. Even though we watched the video twice about her talking about the call that she got at 3:23 a.m. and how excited they were, I really enjoyed that. The first day with the samurai and what was it? With the samurai sword and the people trying to invade it between the phages and the bacteria, I really enjoyed that. That was a great opener. My attention span can be like really short, but the way you explained it and the activities that you did was really amazing. So thank you for this opportunity. Number 6.
Hello, my name is Angela Martinez, and one of the things that I enjoyed from this was definitely I understand a little bit of the CRISPR-Cas9, and now I have a better understanding. Some of the things are still confusing because there's a lot of information, but it was really fun getting to do the gels and everything, all the whole process, bonding with you all. We had fun in the lab. One thing that I understand better is that there are multiple proteins that can cut sequences, but the CRISPR-Cas9 can cut any sequence, not just a specific. You understand? Like what I'm trying to say. And yeah, my favorite part was the loading the gels. That was the funnest part for me, and getting to know y'all a little bit better.
My name is Dara Curry, and when I walked in here, I literally knew nothing to close to nothing about CRISPR-Cas9. I had no clue what was going on, but then as we continuously talked about it and as I watched videos on it, I grew to understand exactly what I was looking at, the diagrams that I was shown, the analogies about the samurai sword and the shield. That one was very useful once I understood it. And yeah, I mean, it is a lot of information to take in, but I understood a lot more, and there are still questions, but those are gonna get answered eventually. And so I really also liked the lab and the gel electrophoresis. It was very interactive, it was very fun, and I don't know when I'll get to do something like that again.
I think that you don't need that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Faith Gibson, and in this lab, I'm ending the workshop with a much deeper understanding of CRISPR-Cas9, which I had a very surface level understanding. And I really like that we delved into the history, the background of like all of the separate pieces first, and then we brought it back together, kind of like a puzzle. And then also I like you told us about the larger applications of CRISPR, like in diagnostics, which I didn't know was possible, and that stood out. And then I also really enjoyed your analogies and stories, and how passionate you seemed about the subject, and then also how we use virtual activities to apply everything. And then also I'm a hands-on learner, so I like applying in the lab. So yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Layla Harris-Smith, and I had a little bit of an understanding of CRISPR-Cas since I worked on it with my internship, but being able to understand all the mechanics and all that goes behind it, I really liked how it was a journey of learning. So we first learned about bacteria itself and its immune system, and how CRISPR protects bacteria by sending out different proteins to fight the viral bacteria macrophages, and then how scientists use that phenomenon to basically do gene editing and being able to use CRISPR and Cas9 to basically remove genes out and put new genes in. I thought that was really interesting how they could take a natural phenomenon and make it into something that you can use today, and like everyone else said, you can use it for diagnosis and all that other stuff. I also like going in the lab. I have never been able to do a vertical gel. I've only done a horizontal one, so that was really nice, and I got to use a different buffer than I'm normally used to, and it was just really nice to see different techniques and see how you can do
electrophoresis different ways. And I also like everyone said, I like the our little opener, because it really gets your brain thinking about how bacteria protects itself, because you usually just think of bacteria just being, ugly, gross bacteria, but it's actually a living, breathing thing that can protect itself. And I really appreciate this workshop. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Isis Ennis, and when I walked into this workshop, I had no idea what I even signed up for. I didn't even know what it was about. I had zero clue. So I came in here with zero knowledge of what CRISPR was, what Cas9 is, and I just basic cellular molecular bio knowledge, basically. Throughout these past 3 or 4 days, I can't remember how long we've been here, 4 days? Throughout these past 4 days, I have learned how scientists discovered the CRISPR array, how they identify the Cas1, Cas2, and Cas9 proteins, how they analyze the adaptive immune system of bacteria, and were able to use Cas9 with the addition of RNA to cut specific DNA particles based on the guide RNA. We went in depth about transcription and translation and how we go from DNA to RNA to proteins. I learned how to read the genetic code. I learned in lab, I learned how to pipette. I feel like I'm a pipette master now.
Yeah.
And I learned how to create the gel for our gel electrophoresis, how gel electrophoresis works and why we use the gel. We learned about the dead Cas9 and how they tag it with for fluorescence to watch it so we can identify different genes. We learned about the PAM sequence at the tail end of the spacer or protospacer, which is used to identify, so Cas9 can identify when to open up the DNA and read it. And yeah, I think that's all the things I learned.
Yay.